with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Go number one on our list, Darrell Schiller. Okay. Let's change my class. Notice is hereby given that the zoning board of appeals of the village of Suffern will conduct a public hearing on Thursday, June 30th, 2022 at 7:30 p.m. or as soon thereafter as possible on an appeal by Darrell Schiller of 3 Forest Knoll Drive, Suffern, New York, 10901, to permit the construction, maintenance, and use of a semi-on-ground pool at 3 Forest Knoll Drive, Suffern, New York. The approval of such an appeal requires an area variance from the requirements of section 266-23, row 7.5, columns 8 and 9 of the general bulk regulations of the zoning local law of the village of Suffern. The applicant is proposing an area variance of the minimum rear yard of 4 feet from the required 725 feet. The maximum developmental coverage of 37% from the required 30%. The premises affected are situated on the west side of Forest Knoll Drive and is 0 feet north from the intersection of Crestwood Drive and is listed on the Village of Suffern and Town of Ramapo tax maps as section 55.61, lot number 1-56. Okay, Darrell, would you like to speak and tell us what you want to do? You just stand up. Raise your right hand. I swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
You do? Okay. Tell us what you want to do.
So I'd like to put in a swimming pool in my backyard. And I live on a corner lot, which is kind of a tight property line. So there isn't a lot of space to put it. I do have sufficient space in the area that I'm looking, but it does not fit based on the setbacks. So I'm asking for a variance to be able to put it there.
You want to put, all right. You want to put that pool when you're looking at your house on the right side?
When you're looking at my house on the right side, yes.
Yeah.
Because the other side,
Is the street.
the other side, the left side of my house, is the only space that
Right.
would otherwise be available for my daughter to run around and play in, and it effectively becomes the front yard for the next door neighbor as well.
Yeah, right. No, okay. I was over there. Look.
Yeah, that's at the street.
Huh?
That side, the other side is the intersection.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right. All right, thanks, Brian. Anybody want to ask any questions? Oh, I got another question.
Yeah.
You can sit down. All right. Your pool that you want to put in,
Yeah.
it's an above the ground pool going half in?
So I'll speak to that.
Yeah, get up.
Sure.
Say who you are.
All right, sure. Swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, my name is Jordan Barry from West Rock Pools. And so the pool is a semi-in-the-ground pool.
It's an in-ground, I mean, it's a above the ground pool, in the ground.
No, it's very similar to how an in-ground pool is built
Yeah.
in terms of steel panels. The difference is, as opposed to 42-inch for a standard in-ground pool, these are 52-inch panels, the same as an above-ground pool would be, and about half of it gets buried into the ground.
Yeah, right, so,
So it's not exactly an above ground, I would say it's more of an in-ground pool halfway in the ground.
yeah, I've
With
been
all
to
the
West
panels.
Rock. I bought my pool at West Rock.
I thought you looked familiar.
1991,
So you bought it from my grandfather then, most likely.
over near Sears.
Yep,
Near Sears.
that's right, on 59.
How deep is it? I mean,
It ends up being a 49-inch finish after.
not even as far as depth.
Well, so that typically plays, it's like, you know.
Whatever you want to put in, you could put 4 feet of water, you could put 50.
No, well, no, it'll have about 4 feet of water, but in terms of how deep it goes into the ground, it's a lot of that.
Right, it's like a 4-foot pool then.
It's a 4-foot pool that you're burying about 2.5, 3 feet.
Okay.
So you'll have the remainder of that out of the ground.
Looks very good, too.
Yeah, they're really, it's a really nice option that we've been offering the last few years because it's at a great price point and you can have it appear to be an in-ground pool by the time it's done with the landscaping and all that. It's, you know, it's a flat bottom pool, there's no deep end in it. but it's a really nice pool.
Did they tell you need a fence, like you need a 6-foot
It's
fence?
the, yep, you still
There
need a
is a-
fence, it's,
there
you
is
know,
a
all the
6-foot
codes
fence
are
around.
match the same as they would for an in-ground pool.
Yeah, there's a 6-foot fence around the yard and everything already.
Yeah, all the same codes.
One of my concerns, Louis Michelle was nice enough to show me the property today. The white fence is yours,
Yes.
or is that your neighbor's?
So my neighbor put that in. I don't know, to be honest with you, how to define who owns a fence. When I bought the house, my understanding is that the person who owns the fence puts the less finished side facing them. So the previous fence that was there, the less finished side was facing me. So I assume the previous owner owned the fence. The new neighbors, they moved in maybe year and a half ago, and they wanted to update the fence, and they asked would I mind. I said, go ahead, it's not a big deal. And then they put that fence in. So who owns the fence?
Okay, I'm not
They
concerned.
paid for it.
I'm not concerned about
I
that.
think he means more so the
My only
private.
point was, the fence that you have, the open link fence that you have to change because it's not the code.
Yes.
Or you planning on putting a fence like this, so it's not accessible, so
Yeah.
not
Yes.
accessible to the
So
street.
the company that did this fence, he
Yes.
actually did my fence on the other side of the property. So
Okay.
he's actually coming on Saturday to give me a quote to put in, to get rid of the lattice and the chain link fence and the entire thing will be
It's gonna
fenced
be
around.
all white,
It won't be-
like.
it won't be chain link.
No.
No, it's gonna be enclosed, the
Okay.
white PVC fence,
Okay.
the pool area will be enclosed.
It'll match that.
Thank you.
Right. And that's gonna make it more privacy, you know?
That's where I was going.
Right.
Yeah, that fence that's there, that was 15 years when I bought that house and I got over ambitious watching too much DIY channel thinking I could put my own fence in and learned why it's called Rockland County trying to dig holes with a shovel. But that's 15 years ago, it served its job at the time.
Question I have, because of the layout of your property and everything, the concern, one of my concerns was that where the pool is going to be with splashing water, everything, with your central area unit basically right next to it. And I guess this is more for on the construction side. Is there any concern about having the unit in such proximity to the pool?
No, not at all. You know, the air conditioners are gonna be outside and get wet, you know. The equipment's gonna be placed relatively close to that as well for the pool. I'm not even in the slightest would be concerned about that.
I actually met with Mr. Landscape today, the landscaping company in the county. And one of the things we were talking about is actually putting some landscaping around it in between the pool and where the pump is going to go. which is
Right,
very
just to
well.
kind of block it off, not only so you're not looking at your air conditioner and the pool equipment, but, you know, it just also will block them off and separate the two.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Anybody want to make a motion?
I'd like to make a motion to approve this variance,
Okay.
as
Second.
noted in the paperwork.
Second?
Second.
Everybody else in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, guys.
Yeah, just for the record, type 2 action on the secret, so no further document is required.
As noted.
Great,
Yeah, thank you, Len.
thank you very much.
You look like your dad, by the way, when you're in high school, you got one friend, you look like your dad.
I guess thank you, right?
Yeah. I would say, yeah.
This is on camera, so I'm gonna say thank you.
Who's your dad down there?
Andrew, Andy.
He's your dad?
Andy's my father,
I
yeah.
don't think you look like him at all.
Some people say I look like him, some say I look like my mother.
No.
I see his
What was
face.
the company again?
West Rock Pools?
West Rock Pools. Oh, is that the one that does the commercial? And you are out in the sun relaxing and you got.
It's not me, but yeah, that's us.
Thank
Yeah. All right, so we're good, right?
you.
All right,
Okay,
thank you very much.
guys.
Have a nice night, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Enjoy your pool.
What, is any next step do I need, am I going to get
You'll
some?
get a notice of decision,
I'll carry.
and then
Okay.
you'll speak with someone will speak with the building department to get the permits to.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks.
Have a good night.